Morning everyone, I am here to do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you for your patience. I had a nice weekend away, nice and relaxing, came back, and the last 2 days I've had to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to try and catch up on everything. So um, it's always good to be back. It's always good to be back in a routine. It's great to go away, but I'm a bit of a homebody really. Um, Okay, so let's get everything up front. So firstly, thank you so much for your beautiful comments and all of the support you give me along the way. Um, I do enjoy reading your comments, absolutely, and I do love your feedback. So thank you for that. Personal readings, I'm still doing personal readings. If you want a personal reading, please email me at the AussieGoddess@gmail.com. Just the Aussie Goddess, nothing more. I'm sort of mostly up to date, maybe about 3 days behind, so you wouldn't have too long to wait if you want a reading. Please watch for scammers though. So if you want readings, you approach me on that email address. That's it. I don't do it any other way. I have noticed that people have even started like advertising their stuff on my website, on my Facebook page. So it does seem pretty weird without asking, of course. Okay, what else? Oh, memberships. So thank you to those who have joined me for a membership. It's growing very, very nicely. And I'm really grateful to have this opportunity to teach you how to do the tarot. So you would need to purchase a deluxe membership. Obviously, once you've purchased, you'll have access to the videos there. So today, I think we will be doing as much as I can think straight off: the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Hanged Man, and quite possibly Death. So if you are a member, I'll have that video up for you a little bit later. We are over halfway through the basic deck, so we will start looking at combinations and obviously getting in a group with you or a one-to-one. So it's getting closer, which sort of timed really nicely in amongst uni assignments and whatever else. So thank you for that. If you want to join, you just press the join button underneath my picture on the front of the page. I do have the Cosmic Tarot here to do your reading with today, and then I will be doing the Aries reading pretty much after this one. I think that's everything. All right, let's get stuck in, shall we? Okay, so we're starting off with the Princess of Wands. The princesses in this particular deck are like pages in a traditional deck. They're messengers. And this is some sort of message you're receiving in regards to passion, in regards to your feelings, in regards to something you feel very strongly about that sort of maybe gets your creative juices flowing. But when the Princess of Wands comes around, this can often represent you dealing with somebody who's quite young. Could be that you have somebody who's younger than you coming in with some sort of message or some sort of notification. So let's have a look. All right, so we have the Prince of Pentacles behind that, which sort of makes me feel, okay, there is somebody here who may be getting in touch with you, possibly I would say here, more than likely a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like this person wants to make contact with you, but they're being very tentative about how they come forward. Now, sometimes what happens is we might sort of send that bit of a text or, you know, have a bit of a phone call or whatever, because we're not really sure, you know, how the person's going to feel if we approach. You do have the Ten of Swords here. So there seems to have been some sort of, I almost want to say some sort of choice to perhaps end something here, finish something, close something off. It does look like you had a bit of a, maybe a deliberation on whether it was the right thing to do or not. But I feel like somehow or another this person wants to like close off the past and move forward. They want some sort of new beginning here. Yeah, I thought it was a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Whoever this person is, I feel that there has been negative words between you at some stage or another. The communication may not have been so positive. Um, but I feel like this person wants to put things right. Could be a father figure or an ex-partner um, with that sort of energy of the King of Pentacles. Um, but I also want to say it could be somebody always that you've worked with, who you've sort of separated on bad terms with, um, trying to sort of, I feel like this person may have lied to you or may have maybe misrepresented something to you. And I feel like either they found out the truth and they want to come forward, or they want to put something right. So let's see how we go with this. I have the Temperance card. So this person coming around, oh, the Chariot. So we have Cancer and Sagittarius energy coming through here. Both major arcanas there. It's right there. I felt like this person had been lying or had not told you the truth on something. Eight of Cups coming through. You know, we always talk about that sort of lying by omission, like not sort of telling you the truth, but not actually sort of out and out lying to you. I always think that's like when you've got children and you're sort of trying to look after them or save them, and now really sort of, you know, finding some way to tell a child something without actually being too brutal, because that's what it feels like here. But I feel like this person was dishonest in some way, shape, or form. And somehow or another, I feel like it may have, in this particular deck, the Chariot is moving quite rapidly. So I feel like somehow or another something happened quite quickly and it sort of all blew up. It doesn't feel like somebody sort of not talking to you. I feel like there was a finality, a finish to something, and you may have been the one who chose to walk away. All right, so we have the Prince of Wands coming through. Oh, very nice. The Magician right in the middle of the reading. Oh, it's a Lover's card. Let's just keep going here. Four of Cups coming through. With the Emperor. Your person may be an Aries or a Gemini. Eight of Pentacles. Remember I said for some of you this could be a work situation. Somebody may have sort of accused you of something or got upset with you for something and you've taken it very personally, but I feel like they found out something was perhaps they've accused you of something or pulled you up for something that perhaps you didn't do. There is a feeling of that more so than lying. If this is a relationship that I'm talking to you about, there's a feeling that your person may have accused you of doing something when in reality you did not. I feel like here with the Magician in the middle, there is a real energy that whatever this is, I don't want to say it's not your fault because I think we all have a part to play, but I feel like the burden of responsibility is not with you here. It's more so with the other person. So I don't think it's blameless, although it could be. It could be. But I feel like whoever this is, that it's like they've hurt you really badly here. They really have. But I feel like here you could have been dealing with somebody that you had a great deal of respect for, or that you really, admired. But I feel like somehow or another they sort of want to make amends. Now, if this is a relationship, it could have absolutely happened at work without any doubt. But what I feel very strongly is your person wants to move forward and leave things behind. So they do seem to be trying to make contact with you. Maybe they will text you and you may ignore the text, not really sure which way to go with it, but I don't think they'll give up there. It looks to me like they're going to keep persevering. All right, so we have somebody making contact, taking action, coming towards you, want to put the past behind you. I feel like there was some sort of conflict here, but this person wants to move in a brand new direction. They're very keen to get things back on track. So if it was a job and you've had some sort of altercation with a manager, I feel like they're going to apologize to you and put it right. But if this is a relationship, which it very much could be with the Lover's card here, I feel that this is actually really nice energy here. So the Magician, the Lovers with the Emperor. So there's like a new beginning, but this time around, it's like, you know, I always like this particular deck for this reason. It's almost like you've got your eye on the prize here, like things are just not going to go the same way as they did last time. There's like a whole, I almost want to say somebody just wants to wipe the clay clean, uh, the slate clean. I feel like this person wants to sort of put the past behind to move forward. So if this is a relationship for you, it will definitely be a new beginning. But I just feel like somehow or another, this person may have sort of dumped on you for some reason, and I don't think it was anything to do with you at all. I just want to put a few more cards out. That's Seven of Cups. There definitely is this feeling that something was misrepresented here. I think you stood your ground, though. I think that it sort of makes me feel like somebody called something off for the wrong reason, whether that is work or a relationship or some sort of connection you had with somebody. Something fell apart and there was no real basis for that. And you may have been very, very confused about this, let me say. Because if somebody sort of accuses you of something and you know you're innocent, it is so uncomfortable. You know, when you're sort of sitting there thinking, how can you come to this conclusion? How can you work that out? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I shut down. I shut down. I want to scream and shout. I'd love to be that person to really pull it apart and yell and scream and call people names, but I don't. I actually just completely shut down. And then later I'm like, I should have said this. I should have done that. I'm so a processor. So I feel like here somebody's really caught you short. I see confusion. I see this energy of something completing and it's left you in a total state of confusion. I feel like somehow or another you've stood your ground, though. You may have sort of realized it wasn't you. You may have gone back and sort of, you know, put things through logically and realized that this wasn't something that you've created. But I do think somebody is definitely coming in with some sort of apology and explanation here to put things right. All right, let's have a look and see what the Oracle card says. Oh, two cards came out. So I have the Dream Walker and the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. So let's just have a quick look at one's at 2 and one's 8. I'm going to have a look at this one first because I think this was the intentional one, but I feel like that's got something to say too. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you learn from this person. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Be grateful for the laughter and even for the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all its forms. So maybe this person is really being quite legitimate about wanting to put things right and apologising. I don't think it's any good reason to call somebody a liar. But sometimes people lie. So if they thought you lied, maybe they've had a bad experience with somebody before. All right, the Dream Walker talks about dreams coming true. In fact, both of these cards do talk about dreams coming true and things sort of, you know, being able to sort of maybe be grateful that this person is trying to make an apology to you. Remember, if we get angry and upset, then, you know, we're going to find ourselves sort of feeling a bit uncomfortable with things. So maybe this is about some sort of lesson that you need to learn about perhaps forgiving somebody else. Forgiveness is not always easy, but forgiveness is really good for us. So whatever this is, it looks like some sort of dream is manifesting or something good is coming out of this. So whatever it is, I will leave you with that. Thank you for joining me. I will be up shortly with the Aries reading.